It's time for Hulk Hogan, Gizmo giving us his best Sly Stallone impression, and of course, more Gremlins. Gremlins 2, the new batch, one of the wackiest sequels I think ever made, a true live-action Looney Tunes movie. This is The Binge, a movie show where we work our way through a franchise, one movie at a time. We talk movies, and we drink. I'm your host, Joshua Ryan. With me, as always, my co-host, Timbo Jones. What's good, Tim?
Yo, what is happening? We're talking Gremlins 2, the new batch. Welcome to New York City. New York City! Everything apparently back in that late 80s, early 90s took place in New York City. Even Jason walking around New York City. So Muppets took Manhattan. Everybody. Let's
technically that was Canada, but you know.
It's true. Technically it was a boat for 99% of the movie.
Whatever, guys. He still was there in the story. So were the Muppets and now the Gremlins.
3 minutes.
Yeah. I just like him walking down the
Jason,
street and just looking around and just stabs that guy. That was awesome.
It's Jason Takes Manhattan, but before Jason took Manhattan, the Muppets took Manhattan.
Muppets took Manhattan. I know. Watch
So
this.
how
did
did
they
they
get
get it?
It was a thing.
And then Crocodile Dundee, he was in Manhattan. He was taking on the concrete jungle.
That's not a
That's
knife.
a knife.
Let's do it.
With us, very special co-host, we have Loretto. Loretto, you were with us on John Wick Chapter 4. That's when we last saw you, right?
Oh yes, I recall that, and that
It's a good episode.
I had a
Damn good
fantastic
episode.
time, and thank you for having me back. I'm so excited to be here. I had such a fun time last time, so I was more than happy to rock it again with you guys. So.
Well, we told you we were doing Gremlins, and you were like, Gremlins 2. That's what I want. Give me the new batch. It's wacky. It's silly. It's crazy. So we abided. We brought you in. So what are you drinking? What do you got with you on the show tonight?
All right, so I'm more of a Scotch guy typically. Didn't have time to restock, so I went foraging through the house cabinet, and I picked this up at White Elephant a year or two ago, 3 years ago. It's an Empress gin.
Oh my god!
It's got a purplish hue, which is butterfly pea flowers. So I think there's some herbaceous
pea.
things happening here.
Yeah, butterfly
Nice.
pea flowers? Like they're urinating flowers? Is that...
Of course.
Like pea as in pea soup, that kind
Oh,
of pea.
okay. Just making sure.
I like how your mind went piss.
Oh, you drink a butterfly
Yeah.
pea.
I was like,
And I got my tiny mug. I'm ready
I
to
love
sip
it.
on
I
some
love
gin with
it.
you guys.
Too
You know
classy
what?
for us.
It's girthy. It's girthy. Tim,
Gets the job
what are you
done.
drinking?
Well, I'm gonna have a fat tire because
Nice.
this is what I had in the house as well, left over from
Classic.
the weekend. So it is very, very delicious as well. Alternative.
Very nice. So now I am drinking. Normally this would be in a rocks glass, but I am in, not outside, despite what my backdrop is. I am in a hotel. I am in Tallahassee, Florida. I'm traveling. I had to pack up my whole getup, bring it with me. The wall of my hotel is just painted like a swamp. So it looks like I am outside. I am not in a swamp. But what I am drinking today is the official cocktail of The Binge, the drink that we have come up with called the sequel. It is 2 parts bourbon, 1 part amaretto, a splash of simple syrup, 1 ounce of lemon juice, and you top it with ginger beer. Shake over ice, pour it. It's delicious. It's yummy in my tummy, and it makes me feel good. And that's why I drink it.
Fire.
Did you bring all that to Tallahassee?
I literally did.
He has like a small suitcase just for the cocktail. It's like, let me get the amaretto, let me get the
I brought
lemon
the
juice.
shaker glass. I brought the amaretto.
He's
I
like
asked my
shaking
wife,
it
I said, can I take this lemon juice to Tallahassee? And she was like, I guess. So I did.
Nice.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers,
Salud.
y'all.
Yeah. Raise a glass to
Clank.
Gremlins, to the new batch. We are officially in the 90s at this point. This movie comes out June 15th, 1990, 6 years after the first, which was also a June release in 1984. Joe Dante returns, our man. He's got to come back. I don't feel like you could do Gremlins without Joe Dante, at least not back then. You know, if someone tried to reboot it now, maybe. We'll see. I don't think that's a great idea, but I feel like it's going to happen. But at this time, you couldn't do Gremlins without Joe Dante. So they bring him back, and between Gremlins and Gremlins 2, these are the movies he's directed. Explorers, Inner Space, and The Burbs. So he's been busy, because those are 3 pretty quintessential 80s movies, especially, you know, I think for people our age who were like real young in the late 80s, early 90s. Those Inner Space for me, when I was young, that was the one.
Yeah.
Loved me some friggin' Inner Space. Chris Columbus does not return to write this one. This one is written by Charles S. Haas. It was far less impressive resume, no shade on the man. He wrote 5 movies. Over the Edge, not to be confused with the animated classic Over the Hedge. Tex, Martians, Go Home, Gremlins 2, and Matinee, which is another Joe Dante movie with John Goodman. That one's pretty solid. But outside of really the Gremlins and Matinee, outside of his collaborations with Joe Dante, I don't think most people are looking back fondly on his writing resume.
I didn't know the first 2, but, you know.
Let's see,
me neither.
Oh, man. Which one's
Tex?
The Edge?
Over the Edge is from 1979. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is.
It's not the movie I was thinking of then.
It is not
I
the
feel like you were
Anthony
thinking of
Hopkins,
Over the Top.
Alec Baldwin
You know,
one.
Sylvester Stallone doing
Yes.
the arm wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously,
That was a good one.
yeah.
I
What's-
got arm wrestle to save my son or something.
Once Loretto turns his hat backwards, he means business. It's fucking right. I was thinking of the there. Let's do this.
You're thinking of the Anthony
Anthony
Hopkins.
Hopkins, Alec Baldwin one.
Oh.
Yeah,
That movie's fantastic.
I like that.
They fight
movie.
a bear.
They did fight a bear.
Yeah, well,
And
they
they
fought each
realized-
other too. Like
and,
they were like swinging fucking logs and shit.
It's when you're stripping the boss's wife. You know what I mean?
That plane goes down because they hit birds. Remember that? They just go through a flight of birds, and they're just like, "Fuck, our plane can't take birds. We're going down."
That happens. Yeah, remember that happened in the
I actually
Hudson?
don't remember that. Oh my
That's
God.
why
I
their
remember-
plane
I
crashes,
remember why
because
the
they go
plane
through
crashed.
some birds.
Good God, I gotta
Fucking
rewatch
nerd.
that one.
It's good stuff. So we have a lot of returning cast for this movie. Zach Galligan as Billy. We get Phoebe Cates. Oh, Phoebe Cates. She comes back as Kate. Dick Miller as Murray, who, Loretto, you weren't there for the first movie. Old Timbo Jones and our guest, Dave, were like, oh yeah, he died. A tractor killed him. And I was like, no, the fuck he did not.
Well,
The man returns.
here's the thing.
What
I've
is it,
seen
man?
Gremlins 2 more than the first one. I know that he didn't die, but in the first one, the Gremlins run his tractor snowplow through his house, and they do the classic like into him, and then him and his wife, and they go ah. So it's like
Right.
heavily implied
The
that they
implication
fucking
is
died,
his death.
even though I've seen the second one. I was like, oh shit, they're definitely not dead, but
Yeah.
made it look like they're
Right.
fucking dead.
Right.
Well,
Well,
I
I think it's
looked
the
it up.
classic. You didn't see them die, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Off camera. But I think I looked it up. I know Dick Miller is in a lot of Joe Dante's movies. I think he might be in legit like every single Joe Dante movie when I looked
Dude,
up the rest.
he was in
Yeah.
Small Soldiers. Like, yeah, I think he's in like
Yeah,
almost every
he was
single
in the
one.
Burbs. He was the trash
Yeah.
man in the Burbs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's a great actor,
Um,
by the way. Great
oh, yeah.
character actor.
Creep Show.
Yes.
He was in the Creep Show.
Oh, I
Creep Show
love
one
Creep
that he
Show.
did. Phoebe Cates deserved a bigger career. Let's just go there. This woman deserved a bigger career than she got, especially because she was in some really big movies at the time.
Yes.
And then she just really fizzled out. Following this, the next year she did Drop Dead Fred, which is just a massive kind of misfire. I remember loving this movie as a kid.
As
So
a kid.
I rewatched it
Yes.
like a year ago. It's bad.
Oh, I'm
It's a
sure.
bad movie.
Oh, I'm sure. As a kid, though, it's so much fun. But yeah, as an adult, it's probably a terrible fucking movie.
After that, she just has a few small movies that didn't really land, and then like nothing. By 2000, she was featured in VH1's Where Are They Now? Keep in mind, this is 1990. She's doing this. 10 years later, 2000, they're just like, where'd she go? She's gone already. Like, that's a big leap in a short span of time where they were just like, she's not anything anymore. We're going to look at her on VH1.
I
It's a
think
shame.
that's just the
I think she
classic
deserved better.
Hollywood trope of like she never escaped the hot girl
Mm-hmm.
like stereotype that she had for so long, and
Yeah.
Hollywood forgot about her. So I mean, I don't know if she wasn't good enough. I didn't think she was a bad actress, but
No, I don't think she was bad.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't
think
have
she's bad
that
at all.
same resurgence that you can get now. Because now you have all, like Demi Moore and Pamela Anderson. Like, they're doing these, like, super dramatic roles. And they're
Right.
resurging, breathing new life into their career. And I think maybe back then, that just wasn't as possible. You know, you weren't going to get those
Right.
roles trying to like reinvent yourself. I mean, Matthew McConaughey had to go away for over a year just to reinvent himself from being the rom-com guy. And that was
Right.
very
But-
recent, you know?
Or the Lincoln guy.
Yeah, the Lincoln
all
guy.
of these people you're talking about, they're very valid, but they were all huge
They were
before they
huge.
went into nothingness.
That is true.
And Phoebe
That's
Cates
true.
never got huge. She
Sure.
was just like everybody was just like fawning over her and drooling over her mainly because of Fast
I was
Times.
gonna say,
and
yeah.
then she just kind of disappeared.
Maybe
a shame. I think
she's
she could've
like,
done
hey,
better.
what if she decided to go away? What if she was like, I'm
I
fine.
don't think she did.
Well, you don't know.
I don't think-
Are you friends with her? Did she call you
Well,
up
she told me once.
in the swamp?
As he takes a big gulp. She told me that one time.
She told me
I
what's
just-
him. So this movie.
So to see her head pop out from
PG-13.
behind and be like, yeah, I didn't try to leave, Dick Tim, and like go back. Like, was she there?
She's here. Don't worry about what's going on in my hotel room, Tim. So, this movie, PG-13. Red Dawn was the first PG-13 movie, and that came out just a couple months after the first one. So the first movie is PG. PG-13 wasn't a thing at the time. Now it is. Box office for this movie, big change from the first movie. Box office for this one, a little over 41 million, all of which is domestic. Now, in 2023, there was a re-release in Australia where it made $843. Not $843,000, $843.
What was the point of that?
Like, no, it's like you can't even make that up. Like, that just sounds so ridiculous. Like,
It's insane.
not even a couple thousand. Like,
No,
It's-
$843. That's it.
Did some like movie house in Australia was like, yeah, we really want to play this again, and then they like
Something like that.
they like
happened.
sold out
and then
though
like
every
20
night.
people went.
No,
Like,
no,
20
it's like,
people went.
yeah, but it only holds like 20. You know, like it's like a super small fucking like Enzion type place, whatever.
Makes it worse is the budget for this one is estimated to be between 30 and 50 million, which is a big jump because the first one had a budget of 11 million. But the box office of the first movie was over 165 million. So on a much smaller budget, it brought in a lot more money. This movie, by all accounts, was a pretty big letdown and a pretty big drop from the
Yeah.
first, which I always wondered, why did we not get a Gremlins 3? And you know, there have been other movies where one movie bombed pretty bad and we still get a sequel later on. I feel like Gremlins is such a movie primed for a third, for a franchise, that it is confusing to me that we haven't gotten a third. Especially like a legacy sequel.
You know,
I don't get it. What do you think?
From what I've heard and what I've read, I can't remember where, but Joe Dante didn't want to do a sequel. Like, the studio was like twisting his arm, and he was like, "Fine." And it's kind of why Gremlins 2 is kind of the way it is, because it was kind of him giving the studio the finger, like,
Right.
Because it's
I can't wait to talk
batshit
about
crazy.
The
Yeah.
lunacy of this movie.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so Joe Dante was butting heads with the studio over the sequel, and he didn't really want to do it. And he was like, "Fine, I might as well do it. You guys are gonna screw it up anyway." And
Yeah.
he was just he made something else.
Not really a sequel guy, I guess. When you look at his filmography, he didn't do a lot of sequels.
Yeah.
And the first film, in my opinion, was a lot more straightforward in terms of its horror. Like, it played
Yes.
out like a very horrific Christmas
Yeah.
film, and then this one, he was like, "F it." There's almost like zero suspense.
Oh
It's
my
just-
god, the amount of silliness,
Oh yeah,
the amount of tomfoolery that makes its way into this movie.
yeah.
Absurd.
Just the fourth wall breaking through all of it. You're beating up the reviewer. You're showing not only when they take over and stop the movie, they're playing a fucking like porno film or whatever, because it's like girls that are naked playing volleyball or some shit. Like, it's
There's
ridiculous.
a super horny gremlin. There's a
And
super
then
horny
also-
gremlin lady who I think rapes a man.
Wasn't there a moment like Christopher Lee and a guy, they looked at the screen, right? They look at us for like
Yeah.
a second, like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, the twins who were quote unquote, a clone.
Clones. Yeah,
They-
oh, I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
So we get some taglines for the movie. I think there was a few. I wrote down 4. I don't think any of them are super great, but let's take a look and let's see which one we're gonna choose. 1. Take your batch to see the new batch. That's terrible.
Trash.
That is awful. Look out, a new batch is on the way. Okay. I mean, it's very generic.
Yeah,
Better
almost
than
as
take
bad.
your batch. Take your batch to see the new batch. That one's awful. Okay, this one, You could chuckle a little bit. Here they grow again. They're growing.
Yeah, it's better than the first two.
All right, the last one I wrote down. We warned you. Remember the rules. You didn't listen. I feel a little targeted by that one. It's like really coming at you.
Yeah, but I like that
See,
one.
I like that one because it plays into
Yeah.
the mythology and it's fun. It's playful.
Right.
Like.
Yeah.
Threatening, I think. But sure, it could be.
Yeah, because it's your fault, Josh.
Well, they might as well have put in bold at the end, or else. You know, like the.
Yeah.
I think horror films used to do that, right? Like.
We're going to get you. So the plot. Gizmo is living just a happy life in his tiny little cage in Chinatown. His old man owner just dies. And then he flees the house as developers are taking it down. And where does he wind up? Somehow in the same high-rise building that Billy, his owner, his old friend, is working in. The building, a high-rise building that is an office building, a mall, a science laboratory, a movie theater, a television studio. I don't know what else they have in this building, but all of those things at least.
Yeah, welcome to New
It's a
York.
crazy building.
Let's go.
Also, sorry, side note. Shouts out Victor Wong, who is the old Chinese guy, and he was in Tremors, which is also fantastic.
Yeah,
Love him.
Tremors is great.
Wait, was he
great.
was he in Three Ninjas?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
the dad
he's
in
Grandpa.
Three Ninjas, and then the stunt double does the
Grandpa from
backflips for
Three
him.
Ninjas. I didn't even put it together that was
Just the
him.
Backflips. That's so true.
And then
Yes.
it's like he's hella chubby, but his stunt double is surprisingly very slim and does like 3 flips, and then anyways.
dude,
sorry.
yeah.
It's fitting that this movie opens with a Looney Tunes cartoon, and then it goes straight into the title card, because this movie is a fucking just live-action Looney Tunes, which is
Yes.
great. I love what they do here. Did it remind you at all, though, that Joker 2 also opened with kind of a Looney Tunes cartoon? Did it remind you of this?
I think I blocked out a lot of Joker 2 because of various reasons.
Folie à deux?
Yeah.
You're not a Folie
Folie
à deux head?
What was the beginning? It was like the Warner
It was
Brothers
an animated Joker cartoon, like done in the style of Looney Tunes Warner Brothers. Yeah, it was
Oh
Joker.
yes, that is correct. I vaguely remember it now
I know.
because it wasn't.
So,
good.
real estate developers, they were always the villains in like the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
So we have them here. They're
The
trying
Goonies?
to buy his little China
Oh.
shop. He won't. But here's the thing, though. They were actually kind of nice. They don't kill him to get it. They don't really threaten him. The guy's just like, he's old. He's gonna die. Menacingly, but they just let him live out his life, really. He just gets to like live until he dies.
Yeah, the
So
real
it's not
estate
that
guys.
menacing.
The real estate guys in Up were a lot more scarier, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
They're
that?
Hey, well, to be fair, he committed like assault on the other guys.
No, but before that, how pushy they were. They were like super pushy.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
And then when he does hit him, you know, because he's an angry old man, the developer just like touches the mailbox, and you're like, "Fuck!" He's like,
Bitch.
"Mine," you know. Yeah. Real estate, because it's easy, man. They're gonna knock down your home. They're taking
Yeah,
everything
don't buy
that you
my
know
house.
and
That
love.
makes you. If you want to buy my house, that makes you bad.
Yeah.
You're a bad guy.
But I love that he's just
So it
like,
opens-
we'll wait it out. Like they knew he was gonna die in like a day or so.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's like a nice way to do it. They're like, let's not push him. Let's just like wait for him to live his life, and then he does, and then he dies. But they say it in such a way like it's menacing. I don't think it was that bad. I think it was pretty nice. But we see the two open. They walk in. The two leads are walking. They're holding hands. And what are they talking? First of all, they're walking, holding hands, so that you know they're still together, and they're talking just randomly. Keep in mind, this is 6 years later, but they casually talk about how the dude's not dead from the tractor. The couple didn't die by the
Yes.
tractor. They're just like, oh yeah, didn't he die from that tractor? And Billy's just like, nope. You thought he did, but he didn't. And I'm like, that's not a real conversation that you would have 6 years after an event.
Well, you know,
Unnecessary exposition to confirm Dick Miller's appearance in the film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They needed to let us know Dick Miller was still going to be in this movie.
they were, you know, they're coming to visit. They're like, yeah, he's still nice and healed. He can fly.
He's like,
It's
didn't he
fine."
die? It's like so much emphasis on
Yeah.
it. Like,
Didn't he die by a tractor when those gremlins took over our city?
See, I'm not
No.
even in the movie, and I thought he died. People in the movie thought he still died. So, don't come at me so hard, Josh. Is all I'm trying to say.
you know,
Christopher, I'm going to come at you so hard.
dude, this is another like huge fourth wall thing because how the hell did she know that happened? Like, she
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
she was
there.
in
right?
there.
She was nowhere. She was nowhere near there. That was a very
No.
isolated incident. Like,
we get Christopher Lee, whom I love, as
Hell yeah.
Dr. Catheter, who is, what a great name, operating in a science facility in this mall, in this high-rise building. We have the dude who clones himself, and they bring in twins, which I thought was pretty neat. And there's a cow who is wearing a cap that lets it talk, and he talks about how he enjoys giving milk. He wants to give milk. So we, as the people, know that it is not immoral to take their milk. They want to give it to us because we could hear it.
I mean, I'm just glad the science is still on par from the first one, because when we talked about the first one, apparently there was a time machine in the movie. You know, even though this new batch is wild.
It's still sciencing.
Science is sciencing. You know, that's science.
It's still sciencing, bro. This gizmo, the gizmo this movie is far more expressive. We get a lot more interaction, a lot more expression out of him, and I like it. So Billy finds Gizmo because of a whistle. He's like he's doing the little whistle, and he's like, "What? I know that whistle. The mailman's doing a whistle, and I know that whistle." Okay. Seems a little bit.
And that mailman, he's been in every like gangster movie, or like he was in Training Day, and he was in a whole bunch of other movies where he played a gangster.
What did he do in Training Day?
He was one of the dudes that was going to kill him in the bathtub.
What? He wasn't training anybody?
No, Denzel was training him.
That guy was the real man? Holy crap.
Yeah.
You're blowing minds right now, Timbo
He was
Jones.
the dude who was like, "Oh man, this is some freaky shit." You know, when he's like talking about like he's got your sister's or your cousin's daughter, I don't know.
Right.
The family, yeah.
Stupid!
Yeah, stupid! He's like, "You moron." Yeah. He's that guy.
Okay, got it.
Like when you get your shit pushed in, you know? You're like, well, I don't want to get my shit pushed in. That doesn't sound good at all.
That guy's awesome.
You know, I hate the building that they're in.
Why do you hate it?
Building.
It's called, wasn't it called Grinder or something like that? I don't know. Something with clamps.
Grinder?
I don't know. I remember it being like a G or something. What's the building called again? Clamps? Camps?
Griffin?
What? That's a long stretch from Grinder. What are you talking about?
Wasn't it like Griffin or something like that?
His last name is Griffin? No.
I can't remember.
Damn it!
But this has one of those. Okay, you walk into the bathroom. When you walk into the bathroom, the fucking building talks to you, and it's like, "Hey, be sure to wash your hands." Like, maybe no, maybe I don't want to.
I do like.
You know what I really hate? No, Tim, hold on, I'm not done. You know what I really hate? When you walk into a bathroom and they have somebody in there who tries to like wash your hands for you and dry your hands and squirt soap in your hands, and I'm like, leave me alone. And I have a tiny bladder. I'm going to be in here like 5 times. I don't want to face you 5 times and you expect money from me for me to use a bathroom. I don't want this. I can wash my own hand.
He's got the tip jar and a bunch of mints and cologne.
Yeah. You're spritzing your dirty fucking cologne on me. Get out of here.
Clamp.
I hate it so much.
That's his last name is Clamp. C-L-A-M-P. John Glover was Daniel Clamp in Clamp Industries.
We're not talking about
that
anymore.
Great. He was in Batman and Robin.
Yes, awesome. He was. He was in Smallville. He was Lex's dad.
You're very off topic.
I'm with you though, Josh. Next time you go in one of those bathrooms, just drop the dude at 20 and just say, "Leave me the fuck alone."
No, are you out of your mind? That defeats the purpose. He hasn't earned that money. It's not his money. It's mine.
He's sitting
and
there
I won't give it.
Listening to your, sorry, not listening. Well, he is listening and smelling your stinky poops. You literally poop in his office, Josh. How dare you?
Well,
First off, how dare you? Okay,
we've gone off the rails.
Clamps.
The first movie was all Corey Feldman's fault.
That is the guy from Training Day. Sorry, I went off a freaking I was in a rabbit hole right now, dude. Well, I had to. I couldn't remember. I was like, was that him?
Maybe.
That was him. Raymond Cruz. Shouts out.
Oh my god. So the first movie is all Corey Feldman's fault. That dumb little fuck. This movie, the custodian doesn't know how to work a water fountain.
No, he was fixing it.
Okay. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He sprayed a stream of water so far. Like, little Gizmo's like, "Oh, I'm going to go hide somewhere way over here." And that is right where he squirts the water. Now, according to Gremlins Wiki, Mohawk, the villain of this movie, is a reincarnation of Stripe from the first movie, which is why he has a striped mohawk. So they are not the same exact villain, but they are the same villain.
I thought this was the new batch, not the reincarnated batch.
Tim, that's a bad joke. We're going to pretend you didn't say that, and we're going to carry on.
First off, how dare you, Josh?
Remember Phoebe Cates thinks that really dumb-looking cross-eyed thing is Gizmo? How the fuck does she think that? That doesn't look like Gizmo.
I don't think she really gave a shit because she was like, I don't want to be around that fucking thing. So I think she tried to block that from her memory because she has all these PTSD memories from like bullshit holiday. I guess not bullshit holidays. This one is a bullshit holiday, which is very funny. But like from Christmas.
Oh yeah,
and
because
stuff
she has
like
the
that.
Christmas. Okay, this joke I did think was funny.
That
what
was
the
funny.
joke?
Lincoln.
What was the holiday she's getting ready to explain she has a hard relationship with? What was
Last
it?
one was Christmas. This was, I think, Lincoln's birthday. Like I think it was like President's
Yes, it was
Day
like
or
Lincoln's
something like
birthday. And it made me laugh because she's getting ready to tell some deep, dark story about why she doesn't like Lincoln's birthday. And they just interrupt and cut it off.
Well, it's because like Billy like grabs her and he's like, "Okay, yeah, no, I got you, sweetie. We're gonna keep going." And because you gotta like for 6 years, he's had to listen to like why she can't stand Arbor Day and fucking Groundhog's Day
yeah.
and all these other days, and he's just like, "Okay, what the fuck? Like,
Get over it.
get over it." Oh man,
No,
was
that
so
Christmas
funny.
one was dark though. Her dad dressed up like Santa and died in a chimney. That's fucked
It's
up.
true. That was pretty dark. Also,
Now,
why
once the
can't?
Gremlins are out,
But why? Hold on. Why
This-
can't they get married? Like she's waiting to have like a better job for them to get married. Like what the fuck is that about?
because he doesn't want to marry somebody with a bad job.
No,
I
she
get that.
wants to marry him, but he wants to marry her, but she's like, get a better job when she's wearing the fucking building on her head. Like, you know what I mean?
It was a good hat, Tim. There's a lot of funny gags. A lot of funny gags in this movie, of which, of course, there's so many to break down here. This horny lady gremlin, I touched on it. This little horny lady gremlin. I like her. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. I think she's got a good role, and I think she's got a good personality, and I think she's got a good body, if we're talking about it.
She's got a set of lips for sure.
Well,
What's her
Whoa.
personality besides a massive libido? Like, she wasn't like.
she got a good personality, Tim. It's a good personality.
She likes philosophy and she likes to
Yeah.
take long walks on the beach. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the dude
Now,
at the
one
end,
movie-
at the very end, he was like, okay, that's fine.
I mean,
He gave
he
in.
mostly wasn't. He was very forced.
No, he was forced, but at the very end, do you remember that scene? She comes in with the wedding dress, and he's like,
Right.
please send help. Oh, okay. And then he's like,
Yeah.
and you're like,
yeah.
what do you know? No,
don't know.
Yeah, he
Simmer,
like
you
changes his tone. It's like
Yeah.
something was
Simmer, you
happening off
blaming the
camera
victim?
there.
I'm not blaming the victim. I'm just telling you
Are you
what.
saying the victim wanted it?
No, I'm not saying he wanted it. I'm saying that at the end, he was also
Stockholm
like,
syndrome.
yeah, maybe there was some Stockholm syndrome. That's all I'm saying.
So at one point, the movie stops. The movie, as we watch it, stops. We enter a theater where people are watching Gremlins 2. Hulk Hogan shows up, the Hulkster, ripping off his shirt. The projectionist says they only want to watch Snow White. We know that they love Snow White. We know this from the first one. But it's not Snow White. It's topless ladies playing volleyball. The Gremlins are pervs. But I don't get
Yeah.
why he says they only want to watch Snow White when that's not what they were watching. They put on porn.
Maybe he told him to like go get him Snow White. But first of all, yeah, the Gremlins are pervs. Even in the first one and this one, she had the flasher jacket one with the trench coat, showing his little trying to show his Gremlin thing, but they have no things. They have no things to show.
You know,
How do
unlike
you know
Rocky 3, I like that they let Hogan go full Hogan because he was like,
Yeah.
"Look here, brother, don't make me come up there."
Yeah, he started ripping his shirt.
Ooh.
Well, the funny thing is, like, while I was rewatching this, I was also my kids. We were watching Muppets in Space, and Hulk Hogan is in that too. But it's the time where he was in the NWO and he was Hollywood Hogan, so he was like the heel, aka the bad guy. So in that one, he's like taking out Gonzo, and he's like, "Sorry, I'm the bad guy now," and he's all like the black, like his beard has dyed, so he's like
He got
an
the
asshole.
beard, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like I was watching both within like a 24-hour span, so I was laughing about that. One, he's the
Again,
hero.
off
one, he's the
tangent,
bad
but
guy.
why did they feel the need to give him like a fake, like
I-
afternoon?
Right? Him and like Razor and all those guys, they had like that like real, fucking what is it? The fucking
What's that called? There's a term for that. Where you
Yes!
have like the little stubble. Like it's like
5 o'clock
why?
shadow.
Yeah,
it
there
was
you
a
go.
5
There
o'clock
you go.
shadow, but
5
that's like
o'clock
it's
shadow.
like they had Rogaine in it or something or whatever to make it thick.
It looked like
and, like,
Hogan sometimes looked like Sharpie. It's like, bro, what are we
it
doing? here?
really did.
It
Yeah.
looked like somebody was just like dribbling some
So
Sharpie
weird.
on there.
Anyway, so Hogan's in it.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
was.
Who's there?
He's dead now. Billy
Yes.
makes a plan to trick the Gremlins into thinking it's dark, and he wants to trap them in the lobby. What time does he want to spring the trap? 4:20 specifically. I don't think that's an accident.
I don't think it's an
That's
accident.
all.
Either. Yeah.
He's
That's
like
good writing.
4:20.
But I also
Charles
love
Haas, man, or Haas. Haas.
Haas.
Haas.
Hell
Haas.
yeah.
I like that he had to like change the clocks because they read the clocks.
Oh yeah,
You know?
and
it
no, but
wasn't
what's
just
funny is that
block
they
out
could,
the sun. It was let's move the clocks too just in case.
but they somehow also moved just the regular hanging clocks from one control panel. The
Everything's
regular hanging
connected.
clocks that would normally definitely have to be taken off the wall and wound.
No,
Those
man.
were not.
That was the building of
Yeah.
the future, bro. Of the
true.
future.
It was a yogurt shop and a film studio and everything else.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember what they were filming in there was what was it? It was like Betty's microwave boutique, and she just
Yeah.
microwaves bean dip on bologna sandwiches and stuff like that.
Well,
And I
had
remember
that-
as a kid, I didn't get that was a joke that they're just like microwaving bean dip, and I was just like, that sounds fucking delicious.
Well,
That
I had
seems
it
so
in there
good.
that chick was obviously drunk the whole time. Because when you watched it, she just was like, "Okay, let's fucking do this," and she's like pouring booze
Yeah,
into it
bro.
and shit. I was like, "Yo, she was
You
lit."
know, see, that's the satire of it, right? Because like the '80s, late '80s, mid '80s to '90s was very infomercial heavy, and
Yeah.
you know, even like the Foreman grill, and you know, you had a lot of those like, wow, or you know, check this out, look at this mop. This mop is better than your old
Yeah.
mop. Like, you know, like that was
Oh,
that
yeah.
time, you know, like
Because
The
every
sham wow.
yeah
Yeah.
every
Sham
like
wow.
TV station after like 11 o'clock just turned into that shit.
all infomercials. Yep.
Yeah,
Well, that and Girls Gone Wild.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
They just were everywhere.
I know
You
they're
couldn't
everywhere.
get
I
away
was-
from them. They
I
were
wasn't
so
gonna bring it
fucking
up. Just
wild.
bringing everything else up. You don't have to bring that up.
It's like, son, what are you watching? Nothing, Mom. I'm watching
Nothing.
wrestling.
I'm watching Sham Wow infomercials. Leave me alone.
where's the ShamWow blanket? I need it real quick. I'm gonna just borrow that. Yeah, I got a mess
I
on
like-
aisle me.
I laughed pretty hard at Gizmo's training montage.
Dude,
Like,
I
sweet.
loved it, even as a kid and as an adult. Because I like the setup. He was been watching a lot of Rambo, and then he comes back and he's like, "I'm gonna fuck these bitches up."
So let me ask you guys, because I did this as a kid. How many of us took some paper clips and made a little paper clip bow and arrow because of this movie?
Yeah, man, for real, 100%.
Intense. Oh, and I have it in my notes. It was Lincoln's birthday, the tragedy joke.
Yes.
Because I put a man with a beard and a hat, Lincoln's birthday, and I put that was my favorite joke. I put that in my notes. So
That was a very funny joke.
It's such a
liked
throwaway
it.
joke, though, too. Like, it's
Such a throwaway.
yeah. But the
Rabies.
first one,
I don't want rabies. I have rabies. When he's getting the different diseases.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about their backup plan. Because when they're like, if we can't blind them with light and burn them, we're going to spray them all with water, with fire hoses of water, and hope that this plan works. If it doesn't, you are unleashing thousands of gremlins like into New York. We're just gonna soak them and then hope
Yeah.
that we can release the electric gremlin. Because we didn't even talk about there are just tons of different types of gremlins. There's a bat gremlin. There's a spider
So
gremlin.
good.
There's a smart gremlin. Smart gremlin's kind of like Beast from X-Men. The electricity gremlin, and they launch the electricity gremlin into the batch of gremlins, the new batch of gremlins that are all covered in water, and electrocute them all to death. But you know what? You know what I thought when I saw that? They all celebrate and get relaxed. I'm like, you really are just going to assume you got them all? This is a huge,
Yeah.
how many story building? 80-story building? You're not even going to look around and see if there's a loose gremlin? There's no way they all came here.
all right. There's got to
you
be
know, we
like
find
a
out they
spider
leak-
one hiding in the duct, you know, like.
And
Well,
the
they
horny
killed
one
the spider
trying to
one.
fuck the dude.
Oh, you're right. Fuck. I
They
forgot
killed,
about that.
but the horny one did survive. The horny one survived at the end.
The horny one survived.
She's there. So
And she raped a man.
And you can't. I thought you couldn't get her wet.
Oh, Tim.
With
Oh.
water. Water.
So, you know what? It turns out the real estate dude, he's actually
going
not that
over
bad. The main guy, he's a pretty cool dude. He's just kind of clueless.
Why is
The
he
guy who
cool?
owns
Because
the
he
buil-
bangs a female gremlin? That's what gives him the cool
No,
meter?
not him. not him, the one who's outside, who's like, we got a plan. We're gonna get this plan in action. The guy who's like running the whole thing.
Mr. Clamp, fucking John Glover.
This was the main guy.
Yeah,
He's like, hey Billy, these drawings you've got are super swell. These are pretty neat drawings, and you expect him to be like the douche, and he's really not. He's just a cool, clueless dude.
He's kind of like aloof though, because like Billy tricks him into saying that he's going to do this.
Mean about the same thing, Tim?
Huh?
I said I think clueless and aloof mean about the same thing.
Oh, I didn't hear you say clueless because I stopped listening.
I did.
But that's not the point. The point is John Glover, and he, like, Billy got him to do it only because he was like, you're going to save the city, and then you can be this great hero. And he's like, ooh, yeah. Because he had time to, like, take a fucking shower after he got spewed with, like, the blood from the gremlin and shit like that when he killed it. And he just comes back out, he has another change of clothes. Right. I was like, what the fuck, Mr. Rogers? Like, what do you got in there,
It's like, this is an emergency.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll use my secret fucking tunnel. Like, bitch, you got a secret tunnel.
His secret bathroom with a shower.
Dude,
he wants to like merchandise Gizmo. He wants to make Gizmo into toys, which of course they eventually kind of did with Furbies. He wants to put him on suction cups on car windows, like they had with Garfield was such a thing in the 90s.
Yeah, and that's how we got the Gizmo merch because of him.
We got the Furbies. He did it.
Welcome. He did do it.
So he's only had experience with Mogwai for like 2 nights. Talking about Billy. 2 separate nights he's had experience with Mogwai. And both of them resulted in a gremlins infestation, and yet he still is like
the hero.
I'm gonna take him home. I think this is fine.
Yeah, he's a terrible owner of pets.
You are not. You should not own a Gizmo.
Because even with the dog, he had to bring the dog to work, and then also the dog did tear up that lady's fucking shit.
The dog got hung up in Christmas lights. Why was he outside in the snow alone, unsupervised?
Well, that's because the Gremlins got him for that one. You fuckhead.
The Gremlins did it, but why was he outside alone?
I don't think he was outside. Then they got him outside, and they fucking hung him up with those lights. All I'm trying to say is, you kind of got to kill Gizmo. You don't want to. I'm just saying, you don't want to own Gremlins. Do you want to own Gremlins?
How would you do
it,
Tim?
He's so lovable.
Tim, how would you do it?
If Don Cheadle talked about killing baby Thanos, I think we can have an actual conversation about,
Okay, Tim. So how would you do it?
What do you mean how'd you do it? You just put him in the sun. That's how you kill a fucking gremlin.
Or you can put him in the microwave.
How you would do it. I didn't know if you were going to shoot him
Here's
in the
what you do. Josh, you don't like these movies, but we're going to talk about it. You have a nice moment, and then you do a Blade 2 on him, right? Remember in Blade 2, where his girlfriend, who's a vampire, was going to turn into those things, and she's like, I don't want it to be like that, I want to die a vampire. And then Blade took her out, and they watched the fucking dawn come. It was a beautiful moment. He's looking at her,
romantic,
and she fucking ashes and fades away. You do something like that, but you got to fucking hold him, because he's going to be pissed, so you got to fucking be like, you're not going anywhere, Gizmo. And then he's got to fucking die.
I don't think Gizmo's going to want that.
No one said he's going to want it.
Deep cut. It's kind of like that, the loving goodbye, kind of like Of Mice and Men, and
yes.
Where he takes his friend out. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go away together. We're gonna have a great time.
Look at the bunnies, right? Doesn't he say he's like, look at the rabbits
look
or
at
some shit?
The flowers or whatever. Yeah. Remember the bunny? Yeah.
I think I would just shoot Gizmo in the back of the head.
Well,
like that?
Yeah.
Like it's okay, buddy.
It's
okay.
Trying to have this nice moment. Josh just walks up and fucking caps him. He's like, yo, is Gizmo in that box? Pop, 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 pop. Not anymore. All right, let's go.
So
I got lunch at 5. Lunch at 5.
Now that we're already talking like how would you kill Gizmo? So my final notes were that the movie ends with horny lady gremlin like trying to bang the smarmy bald guy or the smarmy bad guy. So now my question is, would you?
Killed.
Absolutely not.
Loretta keeps taking drinks at the worst time. What? Would I bang the fucking lady gremlin?
Whoa. Okay, you said it, not me, but now
How did we get here?
How did I not? You're the one who.
Josh set it up this whole time. We're talking about the movie.
The whole time. Yeah.
He saved it. He's like, now let's ask the
the
real
whole
question.
time.
Yeah, he just wants to know.
I've been wondering.
He's like, this is a good question. This is a real
great.
question.
I need to know.
wonder.
The whole reason I'm doing this podcast is just to know.
This is
Would you
why.
guys bang? Because I'm doing it. I say no, I'm not alone.
Don't get at. Listen, don't try and get out of the question. I want to.
No, I'm not fucking banging a
Okay.
crazy. You see how sharp those teeth are? You think she's gonna give you a nice blowjob? No.
Right.
It's all
I'm not
teeth.
saying that I believe you, but okay, we can take it at that. You said no.
So also,
Won't. Okay.
this is another little side tangent I've been taking us on many a time. Did you guys see that Key and Peele episode where they were doing
Yes.
the Gremlins 2 sketch? Holy shit. And then Jordan Peele literally goes around the table like, what do you got? What do you got? Ah, electric gremlin. I love that. Yeah.
Dude, that
They were
was
just throwing shit on the wall,
so
man.
fucking funny.
Because it's so absurd.
It was
is-
absurd.
It's like, you know what? No,
we
people are scared of spiders. Let's do a spider gremlin. Yeah, you know.
The one guy was even
We
like, "Do you
did
think we get
not-
Hulk Hogan in it? You mean the He's like, not the Macho Man. I'm sorry. You mean Hulkamania? The Hulk going to run wild on you?
Yeah,
Yes,
get
it's
Hulk
in the
Hogan
movie.
in this movie.
Yeah.
Yes!
shit's
Hey, you guys
so
remember when
funny.
Hulk had a blender?
Did he have a
Did he?
blender?
The Thunder Blender. Okay,
God.
so this is a story, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but I'm pretty sure this is factual. That they originally went to Hulk Hogan with, you guys remember the grill, the George Foreman
Yeah,
grill.
I heard
They
the story
went to
too.
him,
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, we got this grill, and we got this blender. Like, which one do you want to, like, we're going to market for you as, like, a healthy thing option? And he's like, I'll take the blender, brother. And he had the Hulk Hogan Thunder Blender that nobody bought. And then George
Yeah.
Foreman got the grill because Hulk Hogan passed on it. And then it became like the biggest thing of, that,
You know what's
that year.
funny though, especially as like a wrestler / bodybuilder, like he was being practical. You know, you could do your protein shakes. You know, you could
Right.
do your
No,
health.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying it was a bad choice. I get the thinking. I get the thinking.
But he made
Apparently
It
it
was,
was
a bad choice in
choice.
hindsight, but in the moment, I get the thinking.
insert the guy from Last Crusade. That was a poor choice.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You chose poorly. All right.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry. I
Wait, no,
butchered.
Josh, are you banging the gremlin? You never answered.
Ooh, it's flipping on him. Flipping on him.
Let's look at the letterbox.
Yeah, that's
The
that's
letterbox.
too much hesitation, Sam.
It's like
So it
Wayne's
is-
World. Did you think Bugs Bunny was attractive when he played Girl Bunny?
Josh is like only during that opera one when he's got the fucking things.
The upper one, listen. You got range. All right. If we look at the letterbox, the movie currently holds an average of 3.5 out of 5. And that is out of over 149,000 ratings. The most common rating is a 4 out of 5, making up 23% of the ratings. So,
That's
let's
Loretto
go to
doing the
you
math.
first. Loretto,
Looks like a calculator.
what do
Looks
you
like you're
give
doing
this
math.
movie? What's your letterboxed rating?
So first of all, listen here, brother. Gen Z, this movie was not for you, so all of your stars don't count, all right? This goes out to all the Hulkamaniacs. Okay, no, seriously though. I couldn't keep up with the spiel. But I'm gonna be honest. So I'm a Joe Dante apologist, okay? I'm here for the
No, Joe
birds.
Dante rules.
Tom Hanks didn't do enough comedy. I know he did Big and all that other stuff. He didn't do enough comedy. Tom Hanks is fantastic, especially in The Burbs. And look, I know Twilight Zone has a horrific, disgusting history to it. However, Joe Dante had a segment in the Twilight Zone movie that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It was the kid with the imagination, and he could
Yeah.
he can make like these crazy things appear, and you're just like, what the hell? So that segment of Twilight Zone was awesome, and I loved that. Of course, the first Gremlins is a classic, stone cold horror classic.
Right.
So I was here for this. 5 stars. I love the satire. I love the batshit craziness, and like I was saying earlier, I love that he gave the studio the finger. Like, oh, you guys want the Christmas horror movie? I'm gonna give you a movie in New York
Not
with
that.
the most absurd building of all time, as Joshua illustrated.
Right.
With all the cameos of like Leonard Maltin, the film critic, and like Gomez Adams and Hulk Hogan, and then the electricity gremlin. Like he just threw all his crazy shit. I'm here for it. It was so much fun, and as a kid, I loved it. As an adult, I thought he was even funnier than when I was a kid. It's just a
Right.
fun time, man. Like 5 stars. 5 stars.
Okay. Solid. Timbo, what do you give it?
Well, I feel bad now. I was giving it 3.5.
You're gonna give it the base grade.
Yeah, I was giving it back because I was like, you know what? It's so fucking stupid. It's so silly. Obviously, there's no real fucking plot to it. It's just, let's just have a good time. Popcorn film all the way. A good time all the way. You know, but I don't know. I'm trying to, you know, you guys are all critics. Okay?
Wait, hold on.
Sure.
No, let me take the film critic hat off, right? So
Yeah,
I get a star
guys...
for Christopher Lee, a star for Hogan, a star for Phoebe Cates, a star for the Spider Gremlin.
Phoebe Cates gets 2 stars.
By the way, the Beast Gremlin, the smart one, he had like that Sinatra voice. He was doing
he had a nice way of talking.
You know, New York. Yeah, that's 5 stars right there.
They did a dance note, or they did the picture thing for the girl Gremlin at one point. Yeah, it's just, you know, it just was. Oh yeah, me. Her. Oh yeah. Projecting much. I don't know. I want to give it more now. I don't know. I'm fucking.
Give it a 4.
Well, Timbo.
Sure, we'll give it a 4.
Let me
you know what, Loretto? Give it a 4. Tim, I'm changing it. I got to talk to
Sold.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm coming in at 3.5. So.
Damn it, Josh! Why do I change things? Yeah.
No, and a 3.5 is a solid rating. This is not a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. It's just fucking stupid.
I think it's a good movie. This is a good. I wouldn't give it a 3.5. I didn't think it was a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah. I think the first movie. I prefer the first movie. I give the first movie 4.5 on our last episode. 4.5. This one a 3.5. And the star drop typically does seem like a really big drop, and I guess it kind of is. But you can't really compare Gremlins 1 and Gremlins 2 because they're entirely different. They're entirely different themes, entirely different movies. This one is much funnier. Of course, I laugh a lot more during this one. Some of the jokes I think really land. A lot of the jokes I think really land. When Hulk Hogan, when the concession person has to go get Hulk Hogan, the usher, and be like, "Hey, the Gremlins have taken over the projection booth," and he's like, "Get out of here, Gremlins! These people paid money and got babysitters," and I'm just like, "This is absurd," but I love it. Like, I do really enjoy it, but there's not a ton of. I don't know. There's not a ton of story to the second half of this. It's just one gag after another.
No, look, guys, I'm like 4 shots of gin in. I think like tomorrow I'll probably give it like a 4.
I'm going back to 3.5. Josh sold me. I'm back at 3.5. Because
I'm more like a 4.
See, I gave the first one 3.5 because of actually this story. It's a classic. It's very, it's fun. This one is fucking batshit crazy. I mean, I love the PA announcer always being like, when they're the fire alarms, like, everyone come out, nice or not, do what you gotta do, humanity, burn, shit like that. Like, it just everything's talking shit. There's jokes all over the place. So it's like you said, it's a completely different movie, completely different style, and yeah, I'm going back to it.
All right, I brought Tim back. Take that, Loretto.
When Loretto keeps talking, I'll go back to 4. So
I'm like 4 shots in, boys.
Again, it is
smile
a good
wave,
movie.
boys.
This is not,
smile wave.
Yeah, this is not a deep critique of the movie that I'm at a 3.5. It's a good movie. I really like it. But that's where I'm at. So this is the time, I think one of the only times I am aligned with the average of Letterboxd. I think it's the first time that has happened since we've been doing this. But that's okay. Sometimes that's how it shakes out. We will be coming in next week. Starting up, we're going to be going to Pandora next week. We are jumping right into Avatar. We're going to be covering Avatar 2, The Way of Water, leading right up to the highly anticipated by many, not by me, the third Avatar, Fire and Ash. We're going to be talking about it. So stay tuned for that. Loretto, thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing up. Anybody have any last-minute thoughts before we close this bad boy out? Anything itching your butthole you got to get out? Anything you got to say?
I was going to try to burp, but then I almost threw up in my mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, don't.
Yeah, I think we covered all bases, and I think I saved it for the end, but that Jordan Peele sketch. Yeah, guys haven't seen it. Check it out on YouTube or something. It's so fun.
Yes.
Watch it. Yes. Because Dave our editor never saw the Gremlins. And so he watched it.
He watched it for the first time.
And then I told him, like, yo, you need to go watch the 2 and then go watch Key and Peele. Because he's like, yeah, I watched Gremlins too. I was like, right away, go now watch Key and Peele, look it up on YouTube. and
Yeah.
fucking that shit. This is all not
So
going in the movie.
funny.
They're all in the movie.
It's so funny.
So funny.
They're all. All right. Well, we will close it out. We will be back next week. Be sure to tune in for Avatar, and we will catch y'all on the flippity flop.